Hello, I just want to thank you and welcome you back. Now, if this is your first time, thank you for joining us. Now, if you hear anything that resonates with you, or you hear any truths that you can make applicable in your life, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you hear anything that you believe someone else needs to hear, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Live life out loud with purpose. That's what we came here for. Okay, today we're going to finish up with relationships. Unless you want more. In that case, comment, just leave something below. Let me know you want to go a little deeper into this relationship thing. All right? But let's get right into it, all right? Now, we've been talking about a lot about relationships. And we've come to an understanding that we are only in one relationship. And how that one relationship would determine how we relate to others. Okay? Now, that one relationship we're in is with ourselves, with God. One being the same. I hope you can wrap your mind around that. Now, we can get a little deeper in that in another video. Not scared. Please leave a comment. We can definitely dive into it. Again, we are in one relationship, and we relate to other people according to how well we treat that one relationship, be in that one relationship with ourselves, with God. So in part one, I said we treat God or ourselves, the same way we treat others. So if you have a bad relationship with yourself or a bad relationship with God, I definitely know you have a bad relationship with other people, and the same vice versa. If you have a bad relationship with other people, you probably don't treat yourself very well, and you probably don't have a good relationship with God either. And if you tell me it's different, I'll tell you you're lying, and you're probably reaching and probably going to find different things and different ways to justify yourself for being the way you are. But trust me, it is what it is. Bad relationship with yourself, bad relationship with God, bad relationship with others. Good relationship with God, good relationship with yourself, a good relationship with other people. Get it? Now, let's look at how well you treat yourself. Let's take a look at that relationship. I'm going to talk about yourself. But you just know that when I'm talking about yourself, I'm talking about God as well. All right? One being the same. You, the conversation I'm having with you about you, I'm also having with you about God. All right? So get that and understand that. All right. So, are you a friend to yourself? Do you invest more time in the embetterment of other people than you actually do in yourself? Do you seek the help of others before you seek help within this? Before you seek help within, do you trust the counsel of others before you trust the counsel of yourself? You see, folks, I believe that we're dependent on other people to be the friend that we're unwilling to be. I'm going to say that again. We're depending on other people to be the friend we are unwilling to be to ourselves. I know somebody got that. I know somebody did. All right? And what's even worse is that you're a better friend to other people than you are to yourselves. You'll take better care of somebody else than you would your own self. You'll run for them, run to the doctors, run to get them medicine, run to make sure that they're okay. But let's you need some cough medicine. Oh, I go get it in the morning. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'll make it. I'll get over it. Kills me. Let's see. When was the last time you gave yourself a word of encouragement? Or are you waiting for someone else to tell you how awesome you are? Can you stay an hour alone with yourself? Without any cell phone, no book, no music, no TV, no internet. And if you go to sleep, it doesn't count. You see, you want somebody to take you out on a date. You want me to spend a couple hours with you, and you can't even spend an hour with yourself. Or you want me to marry you, spend a lifetime with you, and you don't even want to be alone with you. Every time you alone with you, you reaching for something or somebody else to fill the void because you can't stand being in a room alone with yourself without doing something. I got to be cleaning, I got to be texting, I got to be watching, I got to be flicking the channel, I got to be talking, I got to be searching, because me and me don't get along. Wondering why you and somebody else don't get along, because you and you don't get along. All right? I'm here to help some people. And what I want to talk about as we get into this relationship thing, I want to let you know that heaven is an inward experience. It's not an outward experience. Everything that heaven has to offer is inside you. It's not in the sky. It's not in a hereafter experience. You do not have to wait to die to get what heaven has to offer. And if you've been waiting for this after death experience, then I'm here to tell you that you've bought into the lie. You've been hoodwinked. You've been bamboozled, led astray. You know, most people, they want you to think that we have to endure this suffering thing for a time. For some reason, most people think that we have to suffer and then we get the blessing. We go through a little bit of something right now, you know. I believe them pastors preach it that weeping endures for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. We only go through this life for a short time, but we spend an eternity with God. Man, I'm sorry. We don't have to live suffering, wait to die, and then go to heaven. We walk in heaven, and we walk with heaven. Get that? We walk in heaven and we walk with heaven, because heaven is always moving. So we need to move as heaven moves. You know, I don't want to get off subject. So as heaven moves, we need to move. So if we're in heaven and we're moving with heaven, then that means the people that we allow to be in our space needs to understand that they also are in heaven and moving in heaven. Now, you're 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 tied, you're bound to someone through this thing we call the relationship, you know. And I got destiny on my life. I got calling on my life. So I'm moving in that direction of where my calling is, where my destiny is. But I'm tied to someone through this relationship, and they're heading in the other direction. Now, what's going to happen? One of two things. Either they're going to pull me down and drag me in the wrong direction, or I'm going to get to where I got to go, but it's going to take me so much longer to get there, and it's going to be so much harder because I'm dragging and carrying dead weight. And I'm got somebody coming with me, but they kicking and screaming and complaining the whole way. Do we really want that? Remember, life is supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be hard. Excuse me. Okay, know who you tie yourself to and understand where you place them on the relationship scale. And don't be afraid to categorize people. We can't be afraid to do that. We have to be able to place people in proper perspective. You know, you're only going to meet three kind of people in this world: confidant, constituents, and comrades. A confidant is for you. A constituent is for what you're for. And a comrade is not for you, and they're not for what you're for. They're only against what you're against. Now, a confidant, we're lucky if we have one or two of them. For the most part, they're going to be someone like your spouse, a sibling, or a parent. Some have confidants as friends. Most people think they have confidants as friends, but until they figure it out, and so let's break down what a confidant is. So, like I said, a confidant is for you, and no matter what you're for. So a confidant is somebody come get you about the crack house, and no matter what, and won't ever tell your secrets to nobody, or won't beat you up with the fact that that's how they found you, and make you feel bad because they picked you up in that situation, and those kind of people are very, very, very hard to find. Confidant will hold your secrets and never tell your secrets to anybody, and they'll never give your secrets away to no one or use them against you to make you feel bad. Most people confuse the constituent for the confidant. I've heard it said like this, that confidant is like, constituent is like scaffolding. You know what scaffolding is? You ever see when they're erecting a building or when they're repairing on a building, the scaffolding is that stuff they put on the side of it, that the construction workers use to walk up and down. So scaffolding is temporary. That's the point I'm trying to get at. Scaffolding is temporary. So as long as you're in the building process, the scaffolding is right up against you, and they're building right up against you. But the minute you stop building, or you peak, or you're in a stage of standstill. They tear themselves down, and now they put themselves up against somebody else's building. So a constituent is really more like your ex-girlfriends, your old friends, people you've known for a long time. Let me say that. A constituent is people you've known, you know, and you got to be very careful of the constituent. They look like the confidant, they dress like the confidant, they talk like the confidant. They tell you they are a confidant. But I'm trying, and I'm here to wake you up. You're very, very lucky if you have one. Most people don't. So if you have two, God bless you. You know, I'm lucky to have a confidant. That's my wife. I can tell her anything. I don't plan on getting a divorce. Neither does she. We've been together for 22 years, you know, and she my woman, I'm her man. She the woman of this house, I am the man of this house. And when I say I'm the man, I am the man. I'm the man in the kitchen, I'm the man in the bathroom, I'm the man in the driveway, I'm the man in the bedroom. See, most of y'all think y'all the man of the house because y'all the man in the bedroom, but y'all ain't the man in no other room. But we ain't gonna get off topic. So my wife is my confidant. I'm so happy for her. But you have to be very, very careful of these constituents. Again, because we're broken, we make constituents confidants. We try to make them fit into the category of the confidant. And we want to build them up to be our confidant. But they're not qualified, or they're not in it for the long haul. They were temporary. They were scaffolding in our life. We just didn't know, and we didn't place them in the proper category. And we placed them in a place that we shouldn't have. We placed them in the place of confidant when we really should have placed them in the place of constituent, knowing that they were only here temporary. You know, again, they're not for you. They're only what you for. They're only for what you're for. So if you're for sex in a movie, they're for sex in a movie. If you for shopping at the mall, they for shopping at the mall. You know you got your friends that you do certain things with. You know, you go shopping with this girls and those girls. You go dancing with this person and that person. You go drinking with this person. You know, you got different people that you do different things with, but you call them all your friend. You know, but again, they're only for what you're for. They're not for what, I mean, they're only for what you're for. They're not for you. They're not for who you are. They're only for what you're for. Understand that and get that. The minute you try to do something different than what they're used to, they're like, hold on, wait a minute. Wait, you're coming out the box. What do you mean? You want to go do something else? Oh, girl, I don't do that. Not with you, anyways. You know. So be very careful of the constituent. You know, and then we have the comrade. The comrade is probably like your coworkers. You know, they say that they're your friend at work, but you know, the minute you leave the parking lot, you ain't inviting them to your house, they ain't inviting you to their house. And if you happen to see them out in the street, you know, that's the only time you're going to show, you know, some friendship. Like, oh my God, oh, what are you doing here? Oh, so happy to see you. Can't believe I'm seeing you here. You know, but they ain't really your friend. you know. But remember, the comrade isn't for you, and they're not for what you're for. They're only against what you're against, you know. So again, you have to be very careful about where you place people. Now, if you hear anything that resonates with you or any truths that you can make applicable, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you hear anything that you believe someone else needs to hear, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. And again, this is where we live life out loud with purpose.